Any toy in particular you would like to get while we're here?
I would like a Barbie doll, please.
Hannah, you know what Barbie is representing, right?
Of course I do, Daddy. She represents a positive impact on young girls who dream of whatever they want to be, and on their imaginations.
No. She represents feminism and sexism. She also makes girls discouraged about their natural bodies and tells them to look like her.
What? You can't be serious. Are you saying that I shouldn't get a Barbie doll?
Of course I'm serious, and yes, I'm saying you shouldn't get her based on the negative impact on young girls. I don't want you to suffer the same fate as they do, so you should pick another toy besides a Barbie doll.
Daddy, I know she's a woman and she has an unrealistic body figure, but that doesn't mean I don't get to play with her.
Don't you talk back to me, young lady. Either you get a toy besides a Barbie doll, or you get no toy at all.
You know what? Screw this. I'm gonna find Mommy and tell her you won't let me get a Barbie doll.
You get back here right now, young lady. I'm not through with you yet.
Now, they got good magazines here.
Mommy, Daddy's been lecturing me again.
Really? What was he doing to you this time?
Well, he's telling me not to get a Barbie doll since he believes that she represents feminism and sexism. I tried telling him off, but he wouldn't listen as always.
Well, your daddy has gone too far this time. Though Barbie has been accused of feminism and sexism before, but overall, she's still a positive impact on little girls.
There you are, young lady. I only needed you to.
And just what do you think you're gonna do with her?
Linda, tell Hannah that she's not allowed to play with a Barbie doll.
Why should I? She can play with a Barbie doll whenever she wants to. Daniel, who do you think you are, telling her that she can't play with her due to the accusations she had?
Yeah, like she said. You don't get to choose which toy I should get.
I just wanted you to live a better life and not get affected by a Barbie doll telling you to look like her.
What if I don't want to look like her? What if I want to be me?
Hannah is right. Right now you look like an overly strict parent who doesn't care what she wants. All you want to do to Hannah is to control her and abuse her like a slave.
What seems to be the problem?
Just a controlling father persuading my daughter not to get a Barbie doll.
Ugh. Controlling parents aren't fun to have. Let me call Ken to have him deal with him. Hello, Ken. Will you come down to the store and deal with a controlling father?
I'll be right there as soon as I can, Barbie.
Thank you so much. Bye. Ken is on his way to deal with you. 4 Eyes.
Hey, who are you calling 4 Eyes, Blondie?
I'm here, Barbie. Who's the wise guy who wouldn't let the girl play with Barbie dolls?
The man in the green shirt is the controlling father.
All right, I'm gonna talk with him now. Listen, punk, if your daughter wants to get and play with a Barbie doll, then she can do so.
Now see here, Ken wannabe. I pay the bills, I provide for this family, and I have a full-time job. So that makes me the boss of this family. Therefore, if I say Hannah has to pick a toy besides a Barbie doll, then she will do as she is told, and that's final.
If your daughter can't have a Barbie doll, then you should get rid of your G.I. Joe collection.
What a minute, how did you know I collect G.I. Joe action figures?
Did you know that G.I. Joe action figures aren't good role models either?
What do you mean by that? I thought they were fun to collect.
Sure, they're fun to collect, but for young boys, G.I. Joe is accused of masculism, and just like Barbie, they tell them to look and act like him. In conclusion, G.I. Joe make young boys believe they should sacrifice themselves for anyone or anything and be tough. Now, I think you owe her an apology.
Geez, I didn't realize how bad G.I. Joe action figures could be. There's only one thing left to do.
You're finally getting me a Barbie doll?
Yes, sweetie, you can get a Barbie doll. So I can burn it with the rest of your Barbie dolls, and my G.I. Joe action figures.
I was afraid of that. I'd better call my buddy. Hey Joe, you got any room for new recruits?
As a matter of fact, we have room for one more. Why do you ask? You thinking about joining the army, cousin?
No, but let's just say that there's a father who needs a serious discipline.
Well, that's what the army is for. keeping the world safe and turning boys into men. He ain't causing you any trouble, is he?
I'm afraid he is. Can you come over and pick him up?
Sure thing. I'll be right over.
Thank you so much. See you then. Bye.
What was that all about?
You'll see.
Hut, 2, 3, 4. 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 Company, halt! You, Four Eyes, what's your name?
Daniel Matthews.
Well, Daniel, today's your lucky day. You've just been recruited to the Army. Plus, I heard you've been causing trouble. But that's what good old Army discipline is for.
Are you saying that I'm joining the Army against my will? You can't force me to go back to the Army. I already served there and I'm a retired veteran.
On the contrary, Four Eyes, you never stayed long enough to serve the Army because you ran away and deserted your post. And we've been searching for you for 10 years.
That's not true at all. I've been serving the Army for 8 years and I was released after my enlistment expired.
Enough with the lies, Daniel Matthews. Or should I say, Robert Lewis.
And for a long time, I thought your name was Daniel Matthews. And now you're telling me that's not your real name? What other secrets are you hiding from me?
Linda, it's not what it looks like. He's just telling us lies. You have to believe me.
All right, that does it. I'm divorcing you. I can't believe that I married a lying criminal, let alone a terrible father. I'm also taking custody of Hannah. And you will never ever see me and Hannah again. If you come to my house again, I'll put a restraining order against you and have you arrested.
Linda, please. Don't do this to me. There must be some way we can work this out. I'm very sorry for everything I've done. Please take me back.
I'm afraid it's too late for that, Robert Lewis. I'm divorcing you and that's final.
Well, Robert, it's time for you to pack your bags and go back to the Army.
I'm not going back there and that's final. If you're thinking about dragging me back, then you'll have to beat it before I call the police. This is considered kidnapping. I'm going to the police station to report the attempted kidnapping.
Don't you dare run away from your commanding officer. You'll be court-martialed for this.
Should we go home, Mommy?
Yes, sweetie, after you get a Barbie doll.
Hello, sir. How can I help you today?
I'm here to report attempted kidnapping.
Tell me what's going on.
You see, there's a crazy man in an army suit chasing after me since I refused to join the army. It's my choice to join the army, but apparently, he didn't listen. I need you to arrest this man for he is taking me to the army base by force.
I see. Well, I need to hear both sides of the story to decide who to believe.
Look, here's the man I'm telling you about.
Oh my gosh, are you G.I. Joe?
Yes, sir, I'm the one and only G.I. Joe. And I'd be glad to tell you my side of the story.
All right, tell me your side of what's going on.
You see, officer, this man decided to join the army when he was 25 years old. And one day he decided to abandon his post. And he's been living under a fake identity for 10 years. The reason why I'm chasing him is because he has broken not only a United States law, but also a military law. So he's fixing to be court-martialed for his actions.
Sounds more reasonable than the story I heard from the other guy I just talked to. I'm afraid that you'll have to go with G.I. Joe.
There's gotta be something you can do. Don't let him take me away.
Sorry, but unless you want to go to prison for 10 years for a fake ID, there's nothing I can do. You broke both federal and military law, so the best thing to do is to let G.I. Joe deal with you.
Hey, let me go. You'll never get away with